everybody, two old biddies here. I'm outside Janet's and she's told us to come over, ready recording. God only knows what she's doing, so let's go in and see what she's up to. Here goes everybody. Where you at, like? Oh, Jesus! Look at the state of that!
10 minutes, babe. I'm going to have to get the Cooper money.
Why?
It says turn the Cooper on and I've been going. And it's not turned on yet.
Have you been doing your lips? Let's see your lips.
I'm going to get my arse cheeks done next.
Hey, God, oh, Janet, that's mint, that.
Come on in, Mary. Yeah, we are keeping like this.
This is a normal Sunday for us, you know, everybody.
Knickers just fell down.
Oh, that's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Oh, your knickers is down.
I know.
Can you dance in it?
No. That's she and that's me. I did have some beauty tips last week, didn't I? They didn't work on me. I've tried to plump them up with lip plump. Plump.
Is that what that is, lip plump?
No, I've drawn this on.
What's the black bit round it?
Eyeliner.
Looks like a
Lip
dash.
plump. How do you say it?
Lip plump.
Lip plump. So it hasn't worked. So I've drawn them on, but I've got third degree burns on my tongue off the thing. I don't know if it's me palate.
You know what it is, right? We'll be honest with you. We're absolutely knackered of doing that. I was puffing and patting, she's puffing and patting, trying to set everything up because, as you know, we don't know what we're doing. But anyway, but we've started now, so what we're going to talk about this week, well, what we thought we'd talk about is like when we were younger.
Yeah.
Like what the kids is like now to what the bands is like when we were younger or when our bands were younger. But they're out now, were they? Ours was never in, were they?
We know, because it's on the games all the time.
That's it. But when we were at school, I mean, whew.
When we were younger, on the game menu, out on the game. out.
Can you remember going down the docks? Well, I didn't go down the docks.
No, Mary, I don't.
Because we live in the northeast of England on a coastal, in a coastal town, but it's huge now, is it? Compared to where it was when we were younger.
Still dog shit on the beach.
Yeah. And when we were younger, there was 3 pits. That was where we were. I was born in Durham and I moved over here when I was 11. I'm not. Not again.
No.
So I moved over here when I was 11. My mum come for the fresh air of the sea, but she didn't realise that there was 3 pits there and it was covered in black. Everything was covered in black, wasn't it? But we had nothing what the young ones have now.
We had a slaggy.
Did I was slaggy about it? Yeah. We had single glass windows. Can you remember?
Yeah.
You could scratch your name on them in the winter because they were iced up.
Inside
and out.
We had coal fires.
Coal fires. There was no central heating. There was no automatic washers. There was just single washer, and if you were lucky, you had a mangle. And then when we got married, it was a twin up.
Like we had 2 coal fires because we had a sitting room and a room.
Like the kitchen, because the kitchen, what we call kitchen, was called the scullery, wasn't it? Well, so you had like the scullery, you had your scullery, the kitchen, and then the sitting room.
And we had a fire in both, and we even had one in the bedroom. And Mary had one in hers. But she was only 5-year-old and she Sarah light.
I Sarah like put some papers of light and shoved it underneath the
Tell them why.
Well, when I was 5, we had a cottage and it was all gas. There was no electric. But I was born when electricity was invented. But it was all gas, and my mum wanted to get a new house, the new council house.
I'm so, about the fire.
I'm going to.
Oh.
So there was 2 bedrooms, and in one bedroom she kept chucking a bucket of cold water up every other day along the wall and let the council think it was damp. We had to get a new council house. So she had to move me in her bedroom. And I was in my little bed at the bottom of her bed, and we used to get like sort of a comic where you got a doll and you got the clothes what you cut round and then you stuck it on your doll. We used to get them every week. I did
Aye.
anyway. Anyway, I'd cut all mine out and I wanted another one and I couldn't have one, so I went upstairs and I set fire to it. Stuck it underneath the bed. First time I got a smack, I was 5'5". I deserve 5'5". I deserved the smack though.
So
then,
you're
but
10
it's
now,
enough.
5'5".
So that's how we got our first decent house really. But then we moved here because my dad was poorly when I was 11 into the senior school. And it was a total different way of life from here like the pit village and all that, the way I was brought up.
Yeah, we live
Janet was born here, so
Yeah.
your dad was a pitman, wasn't he?
A lot of people were, because it's a little mining
I think
village.
we all were, yeah.
Well, it's not now, like, it was a little mining village, and you didn't have to lock your doors or nothing. You had allotments, you know, when the strikes were on.
Yeah.
Everybody had an allotment or grew stuff in the garden and helped each other out. You listen, leave your doors open now.
No, and people with passion don't even say hello.
No.
You knew everybody nearly, didn't you? And you knew about the families and it's just all changed. It has. It's a huge place. This now. Was it always a council or a town? I can't remember. Where are we now? Just a town.
Aye, I think so. I don't know.
I think I just always called it the harbour. No, I haven't said the first time. But it's a town now. It's classed as a town now.
Yes, we do get visitors because
'cause
there's
it's huge.
cafes along the seafront.
Oh, there's loads of cafes, restaurants, fish bars, there's all sorts, isn't there? But we don't go down to them now because we can't get parked or get about.
No. So, hopefully in the summer we might be able to go along and sit on the seats
Yeah.
and watch everybody.
My Shay wants to go and pick a sea glass so she can do some more jewellery.
Only I can't get in because of my sticks. So I'll have to hire somebody to go and pick them for us.
Yeah.
No little shrapnel bits. I want
No, you want proper big pieces.
lumps.
But
Can you remember when we were saying about when we had the bands and we had terry towel and that reason, big safety pins?
yeah. We didn't have what are they called now? Bands, nappy things. Of course.
Pampers.
Pampers. We didn't have Pampers. We had terry toweling.
We had the Pampers.
We had the terry toweling. And we had what was called the nappy pail. And you used to have to empty them and put them in there, like to rinse them off, and then when you lifted the lid off, it stunk. Where nowadays they just go down the town.
They don't know the bone, the
bone.
young'uns.
But makes you think, where does all the dirty ones go? Where do they all end up? In the bin, in the rubbish dump. Where at least we were clean, weren't we?
Yeah.
Our muck went
We
in
washed the
toilet.
shit down the sink.
We washed the shit out. Yeah. I remember when I first got my first place to live. It was a flat upstairs. I had no running water, no toilet. So you had to go downstairs into the yard. There was an outdoor toilet there which was used by the upstairs and the downstairs flat. And there was just a cold tap there. And we used to have to fill our
And
water.
how lucky were you having that?
We're not lucky because I kept on falling down the stairs and the pail would go down with it and the carpet would be soaking. I've done that loads of times. But I was over the moon when I got that, because you feel like you got your foot on the ladder sort of thing of having somewhere to live. I was over the moon, and I didn't get no central heating in my house until Michael and Sean was 14 and 10, I think. Before I got my central heating.
Our first central heating was an overcoat over the blankets.
As a duvet or a quilt.
For our legs in the sleeves.
Did you not? Wait. Did you know that? Oh yeah, one of the bedrooms has got the boiler in, hasn't it? So, like the old copper boilers. So when you had your fire on, you always had hot water, didn't you? And then copper boilers were about 5 foot high, weren't they? They were huge. And when they were warm, that used to warm all upstairs. Because I remember Ray's mum's house was exactly the same. Anyway.
I mean, we try to go for walks, little ones round the block. I think we managed 3 days, didn't we?
We did, and then we'll give up.
Aye, but it's a bit too cold to go out now because you know we get a bit chesty.
Oh, I know, it's everybody else's weather horrible. It's awful out there. Bitter cold.
It is.
I hope we don't get no more snow.
Well, we're not going anywhere as long as we've got our snacks in for the whole month.
Yeah. Do you want to know how our diet's going? badly. We have been all right, though, haven't we? We have. We have tried, and we will
Have
carry
you
on
lost
trying.
anything?
No, I'm stayed the same, but I haven't put anything on, which is a bonus.
Well, I've lost £2, so if you find it, it's mine.
Hey, what will
Well,
I-
we're just gearing up to it, you see. We're not jogging or nothing like that, so that's why we're behind.
We're just waiting for the warmer weather.
And then we'll be this size.
Hey, I'm just getting a coat, a new one, and I want to make sure I get a wear out of it if I lose any weight.
Well, you take
Otherwise,
it
it's pointless buying it,
in.
isn't
Take
it?
it in though, can you?
No. I'll just get another
And
one.
leave the excess material on so when you get bigger you can take it back
I'll
out.
just get another one.
Ooh. What else were we going to talk about?
Well, we're just going to talk about the kids and all that, like what our kids was never in. My 2 kids were never in. They were always in shouting distance. You wouldn't dare let the bairns out now, would you?
No.
Our 2, my grandbairns has got to be playing round the house, and they've got cameras 3 sides of the house, and Michael knows where they are all the time. He makes sure he knows where they are because he's got
But
two,
they don't want
two
to go
young
out now,
girls.
Mary, they want
No, at
they're
the minute
all on
they
the
don't bring
games.
some of them want to go
Yeah.
out to play. But I mean, Janet, they're not fit.
No.
They're not, kids is not fit. Ours do run around. Most kids just sit there on the games all the time, and it's
I mean, they're pasty as hell, aren't they?
yeah.
But we've been on about the schools sending letters out to saying the kids is obese. I mean, my grandson, he stopped eating so much, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
And he wasn't there obese
No.
at all. But I think they just sent them out to everybody.
But they shouldn't be saying that to kids.
No, they shouldn't be.
You know, it might stick in the head. And
Yeah. Well, he did for a little bit, Janet, because he wouldn't have a pudding when he went out for a dinner, would he,
No.
with his mum?
Well, I mean, if I'd been told that when I was young, it might have saved me.
But it didn't.
No. So,
I think we've got middle-aged bread.
oh, that's it, aye. Middle-aged, old age.
Middle-aged,
Spread,
old age.
spread.
Spread out a bit.
So I'm not training for the marathon this year.
No,
Um,
Thomas is going, isn't he? I'll never learn.
Get that gaffer tape out. Aye.
Yeah. Is it a half marathon or a marathon?
A half.
He's going to raise money, isn't he? Do you
Yeah.
know what it's for?
Not yet.
No.
Be some sort of charity. I'll give him my tin. Time to collect for me.
That's a good idea. Your charity, your carpet charity.
Charity begins at home,
It
doesn't
does. That's what my mother used to say all the time.
It does. But not now, it doesn't. You struggle all the time, don't you?
Yeah.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, if we had everything, what would we do? Getting too serious, this conversation.
I know,
mind.
let's try and cheer it up a little bit. Have we not got a joke for this week? Come on, you the joke head.
I know, but you read one this morning, didn't you? About
No, but I
Paddy?
forgot it.
Paddy!
I forgot it.
Oh, can I? I don't know,
Go
I'm
on.
forgetting it.
Eh?
I'm forgetting it.
Already?
Little lad in the class called Paddy. And the teacher wanted a sentence with contagious in. Can you remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
So little lass, she said, what did she say? We ain't got jokes either.
Pox. Mumps. I nearly said the pox. The pox.
What's the
Pox. Wait, you know the pox.
Oh, yes, I.
She had mumps. Her mum said mumps was contagious.
And that, she said, oh, somebody's got mumps and it's contagious. And she says, very good. Goes to a little lad and she says, can you give us a sentence with contagious in? What was he saying?
He says, oh, I tell you what. He says, Miss, I can tell you what. He says, my dad says the man next door who's doing his fence. Oh, he is doing his fence. And I says, oh, Dad, he's doing it. He's been doing it all morning. He says, oh, he'll be doing it for contagious. Oh, that's not right.
You're doing the contagious.
He meant doing it for ages.
We knew what we meant.
Wait, if you didn't know what we meant, all right.
It'll take the contagious. That's it.
Yeah. It'll take the contagious for it meant to say UT. That's what it. Because I said to you, I don't get that.
You didn't
And
get any.
you got it straight away, didn't you?
Yeah, because I'm more sharper in the mind.
I was reading them last night, 1:30 this morning, laughing my head off in the bedroom. But I can't remember any of them this morning because I was going to tell her one, but I forgot.
I've been trying to look some. Oh, what was that one about the two old blokes? You tell that one.
All right. Oh, yes, right. I'll tell you this one. There was 2 old blokes and they'd been out and they'd getting absolutely hammered. And on the way home, they passed the prostitution house. So they decided to rake the money together and had enough to go in and get 2 prostitutes. So when they went in, they were that drunk, the madam said to the young girl, go and put them in the 2 attic rooms with the blown up dollars. I'm not letting them have my girls, like waste my girls on them. So they both go upstairs. Anyway, they're upstairs for half an hour. And then they come downstairs and on the way home, one of them says, I'm not going back there no more. And his mate says, why? He says, I'm sure she was dead. He says, she never moved. And he says, well, you want to think yourself lucky? He says, I got that rampant with mine. He says, I give her a love bite, but her next she farted and flew out the window.
With his teeth.
What?
With his teeth.
With his teeth, he bit her. Did I not say that?
No.
I think we'd better start knocking the jokes on the head because you're crap at it.
I mean, you might get it next year.
We'll try even better.
You'll have to write them down. But can't wait to go in the garden.
I bet it's a waste of time telling everybody to subscribe because we're absolutely hopeless.
Subscribe, we might get elocution lessons as well.
What did you say you were going to get? Your bum cheeks done.
Bum cheeks done.
Have you wiped your lips?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can see it's gone. Hey, that was hilarious, that John. I don't know how you got in that.
Well, we'll show. There's a one before this. Just a little clip what we did. So our producer's going to put them together. So hopefully you see the whole lot.
All together.
If you'd had, because she was recording when she came in my house.
She says, when you
Action.
She says, when you come and record because I've got a surprise for you. And I thought, oh my God, what's this going to be? But at least she was clothed. That's one thing.
I was clothed.
You were clothed.
Oh,
clothed,
yes.
well, you might be clothed. No exiting it.
Oh God!
Dear me. Oh,
We didn't plan any of this though.
No, we just said today, shall we just do something? And she went, yeah.
Aye.
After our dinner.
I just wanted to get out my pyjamas and my holy socks and we're a bit decent, you know, clobber on.
What'd you have for your dinner?
Cup of soup.
Is that all?
Aye.
Followed by
No.
note. Oh.
See how good I am? I started already. Ooh.
I had a big Christmas dinner. I had a big Sunday dinner.
We got your trio as well.
What was that joke where the two Paddy was talking to his mate and he says, I hope Christmas Day doesn't land on a Friday, and the other one
No, he
says,
says, I hope Christmas Day doesn't land on the 13th.
no, he says, I hope Christmas Day doesn't land on a Friday, and then his mate says, aye, especially if it's the 13th, and I went,
I'll explain that
Shall
one.
I explain that one to us?
25th of December.
Yeah.
See, we're not organised, we're not good. But that's not. It's got give us excitement for half an hour. Which is more than we've had all week.
We haven't done anything this week, have we?
No.
I've been over my son's a few days. Been done a bit shopping. That's about it.
We've watched a few things on YouTube.
Watched a few stuff on the telly.
Some of them that come on, there's a bloke, I'll not say who it is because I can't remember. He's also, I don't know if I should post this video, but you know I have to. And he's sitting crying, there's no tears coming out. And I'm thinking, jeez, if I had watched him all the time, I'd be depressed.
And Annie's got thousands of
Followers.
thousands of followers.
We're
doing something wrong. We're definitely doing something wrong.
We've got no idea.
No, we are.
Well, it's fun for us, isn't it?
It's fun for us for a little while. Yeah.
So, you know, if we make somebody laugh. And next week we'll be through the square window. I was going to go the round window.
Can you remember that when you were at Ben? Was our kids that had that, not
Aye.
me? We had Andy Pandy when I was little. Flaming
Andy
Andy
Pandy.
Pandy. And flubble, the flower pot man. Remember the
Yes.
flower pot man?
What are you doing today, Bill? Was it Bill in bed?
Still in bed.
Hey,
But through the window was a thingy garden.
tell him what happened to Noddy.
Noddy. You got stopped sleeping with big ears. Because some woman thought it wasn't right that two men should sleep together.
It's getting ridiculous now, though, isn't it?
Yeah. What is it? Non-binary and binary?
No.
I'm not even going into any of that because I haven't got a clue what they are.
It's
It's
just
a woman's a woman and that's all I know.
you can't say fat, can't say
Yeah,
ugly.
you can't say fat and ugly, can't say black.
They were going to rewrite the Roald Dahl books, weren't they?
I bet they're not. They've changed
No.
their mind because it's been too much of a stink. about it.
Absolutely ridiculous. You
Is it
say what you want.
Yeah, wait.
I mean, if
To a
somebody's
certain extent.
yeah, but not to the face, as you can see. Look at the size of her, can't you?
Yeah.
But not go, hey, look how fat she is.
Well, you're not
'cause
going to
we
shout.
like that.
You're not going to shout it out, are you?
No.
Wait, you try and do it discreetly. Like, oh, we got.
Driving past in the car. going,
We
"Say
know they
something."
should have like that. He can remember that last time coming along. And we both said the same thing, didn't we?
I don't know if we said that before on one of these.
No, we hadn't. She had huge, big black glasses, blonde hair, really dyed
I
blonde
didn't
hair.
notice
Didn't
her
she?
hair. It was just
she had
the lips.
thick, massive red lips, and she looked weird coming to it. And we turned the corner at the same time we saw him. We went, for fuck's sake.
Both together.
And then look at the state of me now. At least she was out having a walk. We not. No, she was
Oh,
not.
I thought you meant me.
No, you were at work. Where would we?
I was
You
in
were
the car with
Surprised you were asleep. She normally falls asleep. It's like when you take a bairn out in the back seat to go to sleep. She gets in the front, falls asleep.
You'll have to put us in a child seat next time. Well, I'm just waiting for some new soles for my shoes. Off the bloke who does shoes.
Is he not a chiropodist? Chiropodist?
He's a something. I just call him the
She
foot
calls
bloke.
him the foot bloke because it's easier.
But because I'm trouble with my feet. They don't move quick enough to the fridge.
You need recharging, that's what you need.
I want some roller skates. Or a scooter. Take a backpack, fill it up,
Well, yeah,
bring it back near.
that's what you do when you go down the beach, don't you? Take your little backpack with all your goodies in. She just sits on the
Sand and wait
Sand.
for somebody to pick us up.
waiting for somebody to come pick her up because she can't get back up. And she just keeps moving further down. I don't,
It's
I
like-
just come up
I
with
just look like a walrus with a backpack on. But I just like to sit. I love
Yeah.
it.
Well, if the weather gets any better, we might get back down there.
Yeah, and we could do some little videos for you.
Or you can take your phone down and do them yourself.
I'll have to get one of them stick things on
Or
there.
there's some down the harbour, they're only about.
I like that one.
Never know, you might say another one. Anyway, that's about it for this week, isn't it?
Because we haven't planned nothing, we just thought,
We
you
put
know.
something on because we felt we
We
had.
didn't want you to forget us.
No. So what you could do, you could subscribe, and then when we're on,
Twice.
You just have to turn us on, put us on mute, and go and wash the car, make the dinner. Then turn it on mute. You can put us on mute, go off and wash your car, or do the dinner. Come back when we're finished. There's a viewing we've had. You see.
Yes. And
So think about that.
very hard.
So I hope everybody has a good week. So it's goodbye from me.
Bye from me. Goodbye
Bye
from
from
them.
them. Bye,
Bye
bye everybody.
Bye.